It's the 9th of December. You're about to watch the ending of Tell Me Why, so let's make this quick, yeah? Classic caramel. Classic caramel. So that's just the first one we had, right? Or was that salted caramel? Same shit, I guess. Yeah. It's classic caramel. There's a bit of different flavor to it. It's pretty good. It's up there because all the others kind of taste like this when they're supposed to be tasting like a bunch of other things. But it works for this, obviously, because it's supposed to taste like that. So it works. It's good. Tell me why. The ending. Let's go. You ready to do this, Allison? Me too.
Hey, I want to take a crack at this one before we try to figure out any others.
Okay, so we're still gonna do more stuff, I take it.
That crowbar is sounding pretty nice right now.
Shut up. Bonk. Bonk. And I think it might be this one. No, I think it might be this one.
Yes. Whoa.
Did it just get darker in here?
Ollie. She noticed.
Dear Allison
That was
and
her son.
Ollie. But, dear Allison and Ollie, we write stories to understand and be understood. But what good is a story without a first act? I'm sorry I kept mine from you for so long. All my love, goblins.
Why does she have a photo of that tree locked in here?
Is that...
Leo Ronan.
Why didn't she tell us about him? Why didn't she tell us any of this?
I mean, it's fucking terrible. That's why. Allie, did we do the right thing opening this?
We did. It's better we know what happened, even if it's hard. And there's one more thing we need to see.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Tables
Come on,
have turned a bit,
Let's go
eh?
to the dock. It's time to finish this.
So we're not even gonna...
Hey, now that we're done with the important stuff, maybe we can take a crack at these?
Okay, oh, there we are.
The crafty goblin's loot.
That's from The Princess and the Two Thieves. I drew the original.
And I distinctly remember drawing that cake, which is arguably the best part of that illustration.
All right, Picasso. And you probably remember what the goblins stole in that story, huh?
Now I do believe it is actually time to read. Are we doing this together or okay, fine. You know, we will. I was just gonna cut it out. I was gonna read it, but no, let's figure it out together, eh? Once upon a time in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a princess. The big wood, the house was built from the strong wood of the forest, and it kept the princess warm and safe. The princess was not a native of the forest, but she never spoke about where she had come from, for it made her cry. She did not have many friends, but that was how she liked it. The forest was big and deep, and many paths led to her house, but not many visitors passed by. The princess was happy to be left alone in the big house in the deep forest. She knew that the forest would provide for her, but that its generosity had to be respected, so she only took what she needed. And for a long time, life was just fine for the princess in the big wooden house. One winter day, when she blanketed the hearth and ice beneath the trees, lo, the wise princess realized that food was disappearing from her house. It was not much at first, only a few fruits and nuts, and eggs vanishing during the night. Is that is that one of the food? Yeah. Fruit
Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit?
and eggs
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs.
and
Some flour for the cake, maybe?
they just probably stole everything. Alright. Maybe it's the birds, she said, or the mice. Wait, by the way. Fruits and nuts and eggs. No flour yet. Or the mice. And for a time, the princess was okay losing food for the winter, as long as the little creatures needed to eat too. But then small items started to disappear. Spoons and plates, forks and knives, the blankets. And the blankets. It was every part of the house. Something disappeared in another room. It can't be birds or mice, said the princess. I think I have a thief.
What if they took some spoons?
They sure did. So she went outside to look at traces in the snow and noises in the wind, but there was nothing to be found, nor to be heard. That's strange, said the princess. Maybe the thief is hiding inside my house. For many days she hunted, looking behind the curtains and under the bed, in the attic and the chimney, behind the poles and under the carpets, but she found nothing, and she searched for kept disappearing and night after night. I will make a cake, frowned the princess, a big cake with every egg and fruit and nut I still have, so that I only have one thing to keep my eye on. She spent the whole day making the cake and using everything she had left. The cake she made was so big she could hardly carry it. If I manage to protect the cake, I will be able to survive the long winter, she said. So she added a lock to the oven, and she kept the big cake safe inside. But the next morning the lock had been opened, and the cake had disappeared. At first the princess cried, because that cake was the last of her food until the snow melted. But then she noticed 2 trails of tiny feet in the spilled flour, and she followed the tracks to a hidden hatch in the floorboards. This is how the princess realized that 2 tiny thieves were living under the wooden house right below her feet. That's the story? Wow, what a story. They did not steal flour.
Maybe not. That's it. I always wondered where that drawing went. She said it was her favorite, and then one day it just disappeared.
The prettiest princess. How adorable.
The old bear's gifts for the princess. I'm totally blanking on that story. What did he give her again?
Why don't we open up the book and check?
Whew, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna be one of those episodes. I almost want to do this as like there's a big wolf head there. What the hell? I almost want to do this as a little video of its own. But no, we'll keep going. The old bear's gift for the princess. Alright, so it is this story. The princess is being chased by a wolf, and the bear saves her. He roars, and wow, the wolf takes off. And then she doesn't know if she can trust the bear. Thank you, she told the bear. When she reached the ground, the bear only was she's not going to be, and the princess walked together back. After that day, the princess would occasionally find gifts from the bear. A fresh caught salmon, a handful of ripe berries, a newly bloomed bluebell. One spring, bluebell, berries, and salmon.
A newly bloomed bluebell?
Yes.
Hazelnuts.
No.
Maybe not. Some roses, maybe?
No.
Actually, I'm not sure. Huh. Fresh caught salmon? A handful of ripe berries? Nice.
I'm amazing, huh?
Man, he had it bad. Just couldn't let go.
Right. Sorry for the note on the door, like a prison inmate. You okay? I stopped by and rang a couple of times this week, but you didn't answer. I could see the light in the hayloft, so I figured you were in, but didn't want to talk. I hope I didn't ruin everything. I know I probably came on kind of strong, but the thing is, I don't know how to talk to a woman like you. You're strong and kind, and you know so much. It's hard for me to know how to keep up. I guess all that went to my head. But I want you to know, I got the message and I'm gonna get out of your hair now, and there doesn't need to be any bad feelings. We can pass in the street and say hello or not. It's okay. P.S. I noticed your car was leaking, so I put some sealant in there. You might need to take it to the shop, though. Let me know if you want me to come with you. Oh, sorry. Because sometimes these guys try to rip you off. If not, no big deal, Sam. Yeah, well. It's weird, man. I don't know.
The crafty goblin's good deeds.
Of course. The goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest to pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
You know, I don't really remember.
Is it a matter of how or... Well, well, let's find out, I guess. Yeah, I'll see you when I figure it out.
Huh. They had to give nuts to the muskrat.
They tricked the muskrat. I doubt it.
Actually, I'm not sure. Or not.
Huh. Okay, so, I eliminated a few things, right? They tricked the muskrat. They helped the frog, I'm pretty sure, but not with pulling out a thorn. And they didn't, well, basically, it's a bit of luck. I eliminated a couple things, and so I didn't read that they specifically did the other things, but that's just kind of what was left.
Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
The Pelican Crossing is a specialty gift boutique located near the Oshie Glacier catering to Gosler Channel. Tourists as well as the Delos Crossing locals. We specialize in an assortment of high quality products from home accessories, handmade souvenirs to personalized apparel and locally made art. The Pelican Crossing will be the first store to act as a relay between the buzzing arts and craft scene and customers. In addition to do I care? This business plan is prepared to obtain financing in the amount of $20,000. Purchase inventory now will go expensive. The Pelican Crossing plans to break even and huh? What do you think? The
Very Old Beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What did they do to fix it again?
Boy, Sure looks like this one, yeah? Let's get reading. The storm had blown shingles off the roof and planks off the walls and even bent posts upon which the house stood. The first two things she could fix, but the last concerned her.
She
The
fixed
roof.
the roof shingles. She slapped the post with her tail to right it.
Something about the post and the wall.
She fixed the planks that... All right.
Okay, well that was very simple.
Damn. That must have been rough on Eddie.
Yeah, he doesn't really like to talk about her.
Dear Marianne, you cover your ears every time I try to have this conversation with you, so I thought I'd have a better chance doing this in a letter. I know you don't like saying goodbye, so I'll keep my melancholic rambling short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me for these past few months. I can't even imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady when you also have 2 small children at home. I know you want me to keep fighting this disease and hoping for recovery, but it's always been a great strength of mine to know when it's time to let go, and that time has come. I'd like to ask you for one last favor. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy puts on a brave front. Sorry. Why do I always try to... ever since his father died, but I know he's in pain. I would be so much more at peace knowing he still has family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you for the warmth and the peace you brought to my life. Give the kids a kiss for me, will you? How sweet and sad. I wonder if that would have given us anything. Probably an achievement, but I wonder if that, like, or if, like, doing this whole thing will give you something, and then doing this whole thing. And I missed one in each. That's so annoying. Oh well.
You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Well,
I
now
guess
I'm
we can
not.
stay a little longer if you think there's more to find.
We've done that. We looked there. We've examined that. We've done that. Yeah, we've done everything. Everything that we can.
You really want to go?
Yes.
You sure we've seen everything?
Yes.
Either way, I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too.
They're really trying to say this game's gonna end. Which makes me want to keep playing until it's over. Even if this video ends up being 2 or 3 hours. It'd be quite perfect because I would finish it exactly in time, which is what I was hoping for with the Cyberpunk coming out and all that. I say we do it. Unless
What
this
are we
goes
waiting
on for a...
I want to know who was here that night.
You sure?
Let's try and remember who Marianne was arguing with.
Why so strong all of a sudden?
Almost. Tom? Tom Vecchi is our father?
Of course. It had to be him.
Tessa knew, didn't she?
Yeah, she must have. That's what she didn't want to tell us.
God, Marianne and Tom?
I know.
What should we do now?
Yeah, call him out here and make him tell us what was going on.
And if he won't?
We know his secret. He will. Tom? It's Allison.
It had to be someone we knew.
need to talk. We know it was you.
Was he out here trying to set fire to his man, dude? What the hell? Oh, and he was such a nice guy, too. Well, I mean, he's still a nice guy, I guess, but... just make it the least expected person out of the people you know. Yeah, wow.
Let me take the lead on this. I know him better. Yeah, I thought I did, anyway.
Sure. Whatever. As long as we get answers.
Kids, listen.
You're our father.
Yes.
You knew how bad it got out here. How little we had. Why didn't you help Marianne?
You mean all the money she wanted? We didn't have anything to spare. Well, that winter was rough on everyone. You would have starved out here if not for all the free food we gave you.
Don't act like you had anything to do with that. That was all Tessa.
That's a cruel presumption, young man. Maybe it was Tessa's idea initially. But I supported it. And your mother was happy to live off our handouts.
You tried to burn down our barn and knocked Tyler unconscious.
I never meant to hurt anybody. You weren't supposed to be home.
Doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't even stop to help.
What do you want me to say? I panicked. I was terrified that this whole thing was gonna blow up in my face. I had to do something.
So what do we do now?
We tell him he's gotta fix the mess he made. One way or another.
You were here that night. You saw Marianne and Tyler. Why didn't you help?
I know it wasn't my best moment, but she threatened my life.
So you just decided to let her drown?
I didn't decide anything. Everything happened so fast, I panicked. And by the time I got to town, Brown was already on his way out. There was nothing else I could do.
Hey, you hearing me?
Yep. Sorry. I'm trying really hard to keep myself from punching him in the face.
He's not even the least bit sorry for what he did. He could have seriously hurt you.
Yeah. He's just a fucking coward.
Does he really expect us to believe there wasn't anything else he could have done that night?
I don't know, Ellie. I'd rather not think about it.
You failed us, Tom. You need to make it right.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as none of this gets out.
Excuse me?
You want me to pay for my mistakes? Fine. But please, Tessa can't know. innocent killer.
Tessa already knows, Tom.
No. That's impossible.
It never occurred to you the reason Tessa cut Marianne off was you?
But she never said anything. Oh, Lord.
You should try talking to your wife. Maybe if you had, we wouldn't be in this situation. And maybe Marianne wouldn't be dead.
Oh, come on. You of all people should appreciate how troubled Marianne was. She was unhinged. Something like this would have happened sooner or later.
That was convenient for you, huh? You preyed on her because she was vulnerable. And you knew you could always blame it on crazy Marianne Ronan if you got caught.
It was nothing like that. Nothing at all. Your mother was a very pretty woman. And she'd been so many places and done so many things. The way I always thought I would have. I got caught up. Love made me a fool. Look, I made mistakes. But this will not go any further than the three of us.
Why? We know. Tessa knows. Marianne's dead. There's no point in hiding it anymore.
He's afraid it'll tank his campaign. Am I wrong?
Jesus, Tom.
I've kept your secret all these years. I don't want to go spilling it. But I will if I have to.
What?
Yeah. Your little story about self-defense. I've never told anyone how Marianne really died. That night, I came out here because I was worried about your mother.
They made me do it. They made me do it. Why did they do it? This is his fault. This is his fault. Hunter. I'm not gonna hurt you.
No. No way. You're a fucking liar.
I saw what I saw.
Ugh! You're manipulating us just like you manipulated her.
Tyler!
You're not listening to this, are you?
Isn't that like the exact
Be
story
smart
we know,
about this,
though?
Allison. Are you sure you want this to get out? You've got way more here to lose than he does. His name will be all but cleared, but you'll be a killer. What will your uncle say? And Michael? Well, the whole town might turn on you.
Fuck off, dude.
Don't touch her.
Yeah, fucking honestly, dude. Fuck on, man.
You know I'm right.
Just get out of here, Tom. Tyler and I need to talk alone.
Just please think twice before making any rash decisions. There are a whole lot of lives at stake here.
Leave us the fuck alone. And never come back. Allie, you okay? You didn't let that asshole get to you, did you? Did you?
What if he's right? I've been having all these nightmares about that night, and they were a lot like how Tom said. And now, when I try to remember, that's all I can see.
He's trying to mess with your head, and you're letting it work.
No, it's more than that. Ever since we started digging, I haven't been able to shake this feeling like something's off.
Something's off because he put this in your head. Don't let him get away with it.
He might not be lying. We keep getting things mixed up. We remember totally different versions of the past.
Those are just details. This isn't that. She was going to kill me.
I'm not so sure anymore, Tyler.
Neither am I. I believe in the moment you thought she did. So your sister came to help you. She acted in self-defense of her brother. But I do believe that you unfortunately misread the situation.
She had a gun pointed at me. She chased me. She said she was going to kill me.
She threatened Tom with those exact same words, with the same gun, on the same pier. The thing you said to Eddie the other day got thrown back at me. Don't you think it's possible that happened here too?
I guess it's possible. Fuck. I don't know. And we're never gonna know the truth, are we? Because the second you walk away from something, That's it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, you just have to decide what you believe.
Me?
Yeah. You need to start dealing, Allie. And that means coming to terms with whatever version of the past feels the most true to you. No more running. Whatever you choose, you gotta live with it, okay?
So I have to choose, huh?
I'm going to kill you! I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm going to kill you! I'm not gonna hurt you.
That's what I believe.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, please. No, don't do this. Allison, this isn't what... She was going to kill herself. Just herself. You interrupted her and we got confused.
Are you sure?
Yes. That attic. Tyler, that was meant for us. It was her way of explaining what she was going through. I made a horrible mistake.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here. Hey, peep what I just found downstairs. What do you think? Will it have aged well, or just gone bad? Where are you at right now?
I just keep hearing her say she wasn't going to hurt you. Over and over.
We were kids. We freaked out. You weren't equipped to deal with that shit.
She was just talking to you. And I killed her.
Stop.
I don't want to use our voice again. Ever.
What? Seriously?
I don't know. But I want to stop feeling like this. And I think we'll be better off without it. This morning, I kept getting these horrible visions. Of you and Marianne and Eddie.
Visions. Like our memories?
Yeah, but different. It was all my worst thoughts brought to life. You were in my bedroom saying I abandoned you. Eddie called me a snake.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you.
It's okay, I was the one who walked out. I can't let that happen again.
I don't think it will. Something's been pushing us to find answers. and now we have them. Maybe I'm wrong, and if it stays bad, we can stop. But I really want to keep what makes us, us.
The Mad Hunter was forced to remain below the lake with the Moon Hag, but she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he
What do
plotted
you
the
think?
day he would emerge,
Brothers and
to
sisters?
once again hunt the wise princess and earn back his left hand.
Always.
And that is the story of how the crafty goblins rescued the wise princess from the Mad Hunter.
Yep. 6 months later. Alright, we get a little follow-up. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm happy about that. I was gonna say I was okay leaving the story there. But no, let's get a little follow-up, see what happens. You looking extra Chad.
One last look. I'm good to go.
Ah.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, me.
House is empty.
Oh.
I'm getting ready to head out. So, last chance. Is there anything you want me to do while I'm in town?
Listen, Ty, you're dropping off the keys with Tina, right?
Yep, gonna leave them at her office on my way to the ferry.
Well, that's it then.
How's Juno?
Big and full of people, even without tourists. Michael's been writing up rules for the apartment. I need your support against his whole food policy.
Just refuse to sign anything until I get there. Okay?
Okay, but you better hurry. If he gets his way, we'll only have one small shelf for junk food.
What? Heresy. I'm gonna need like twice that just for snack cakes after my surgery next month.
I know, right? This cannot stand.
How are you?
Good, actually. Really good. You?
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week. And after everything that happened, I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Ah, yes. I saw your message right before derby practice, so I didn't have time to read it. But I did cackle at the headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
Anyways, I'm glad Tessa finally left his ass. Karma is a bitch.
Right. Just a happy ending, just for the fucks of it. I'm okay with that. Makes me feel good, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
See you tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna take one last walk through the house and then head to the ferry.
Drive safe.
Pretty sure that's the only way possible in the old Allison mobile.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you.
Love you. Love both of you.
Seeing it empty is so weird.
Oh.
But at least it's the last time we'll ever have to.
Yeah. Yeah. It is weird. See, I kind of... I kind of like the idea of how fucked up it would have made you feel if Tom won the election and he's still with Tessa and all that stuff's going on and you have to just not say anything about it. That would add some contrast in a bad way, but I don't know. But having him lose the election and Tessa left his stupid ass and he's all alone now and stuff, I'll take it. Yeah, sure. Wow. You're just gonna leave that on the floor? It's kind of weird, bro. Must be a relief to finally be done with that place, no doubt. If traffic's not too bad, I should be able to around 4 p.m. Haha, traffic in Dallas. Only if the mailbox bandit escaped. Hey, I'm making that biscuit thing you like. Damn, on my way. I'll probably take out some fire hydrants and stop signs. Don't die, I'll keep it warm, see you in a few. How sweet, right? Fucking happy ending. Let's hope the game don't pull some shit on us all of a sudden. Where you get all this happy shit, right? And you're like, that's it, it's done. He's heading to his new boy toy. Made some warm biscuits for him. His sister's there. They all got through this shit together, and they're gonna move towards a brighter and happier future. And everything is fucking great, right? And then Tyler crashes on the way. And he fucking dies. And Allison's like, what the fuck? And okay, let's stop. I was getting real dark there. Alright. Hey, goblins. Word in town is you guys finally sold the house. I came by tonight to help you fix what needs to be fixed, but there was nobody home. Are you gone already? Things change so fast these days. Anyway, you know where to find me if you want me to fix things. If you're still in town, I mean. It's getting late and I'm pretty tired. Oh, and I'm sorry for acting like the stupid ass I am. Everywhere I look, I think about what used to be. I've been trying to do better, but I think it might be too late for an old bear like me. Not sure if this will reach you. It's getting late. Call me if you're still around. Be safe, Sam. P.S. I wish it was as easy to fix everything as a boat. Sam's good, alright? He's a good man. He's got a lot of problems, but ultimately got a good heart. That's really what matters, I guess. Damn right, we're taking those.
Huh. Well, at least she finally dumped his ass.
Dearest Tyler and Allison, I'm writing this letter from Juneau International Airport, where I will soon board a plane to Manila on a missionary assignment. I apologize for not coming in person. Combing? What the fuck? I apologize for not coming in person to say goodbye, but I was called to make this decision alone and to carry it out on my own as well. I'm sure you understand that sometimes we must follow without question the prompting of the Spirit. I will not be coming back to Dallas Crossing for some time. Before I go, there's still something I feel I must confess to you both, perhaps because I have never found the strength to confront my husband. I have never been able to forgive Marianne for her betrayal. I truly did love you both like my own children, and I always tried to forgive your mother for her unapologetic lifestyle. But when I discovered that you were the fruit of her affair with my Thomas, I wanted her to suffer like I was suffering, and I brought down on your house the wrath I never dared allow to unfold in mine. I've been deeply ashamed all these years, and I'm surprised how much better I feel with it out in the open. The greatest thing about truth is the peace it brings to your life. I hope you can find it in your hearts to forgive me. You've taught me once again how love will bring you further in life, something that Marianne had been trying to show me all along. Take care of each other, always. In his steps, Tessa. You should show that to Allison if she hasn't seen it.
Sucks to suck, Thomas Anthony Fecky.
Dallas Crossing Police Chief takes on Alaska Crime Commission. There's a whole thing to read there, which I will be reading on my own, but yeah, you can read that on your own if you wish. Did I go in here? Pretty sure I did, yeah. Quite a few things to do in this house. Whoever buys it.
Goodbye, room. Goodbye, room. Goodbye, man on the moon?
Wow. Impressive.
For posterity.
We getting more pictures of Allison? Nope. Is that fucking... Is that a poop rat? Is that a fucking poop rat? Is that a muskrat? I don't know. Weird reference. There's a paper plane up
Certainly
there.
hope the new owners are Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It.
I know, right? Yeah. The paper plane, I see it. Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. Bam bam boom bam bam. Bam bam bada bada. The two goblins, eh? Yep. That's it though, I think, right? And there's all the outside, I guess. I looked at everything here. Ay, ay, ay. Finally, I got the sneeze I wanted.
Gonna miss this.
Yeah, I mean, that is a fucking
One more
view.
jog down memory lane, Mr. Ronan?
Hey, I'm having a private moment with me, myself, and I here.
Okay, carry on.
What if you start thinking about, like, or you know, you're doing the naughty things with Michael, and you're thinking things in your head, and you accidentally go
Goblins out.
yeah, okay. Sit. I like the idea of him just going through the house just to lean on this rail
Okay, Ty?
and lean on this rail
Actually, yeah.
and sit on this bench.
Everything really is.
We gotta do it though, because then we get these little conversations. Even if they are kind of very non-mattering.
Yeah. Time to move on.
One thing, now that we're here, we pick that memory, and I thought picking that memory might be a bad thing for Allison, because she's gonna blame herself so much, killing her mom, which she thought she did to save her brother, but in reality, she wasn't gonna kill her brother, and she killed her mom for no reason. Well, it wasn't no reason though, that's the thing. So I thought that might be a whole thing, and it feels like they just sort of skipped over that in a way. Well, she's getting help, okay? So there is that. And no, I guess they didn't really. She's dealing with it. They all got some closure, and now she's getting help from a therapist, psychologist, whatever. And so, yeah. No, I guess I proved myself wrong. I quite like it. Either way, regardless of how you look at it, I quite like it. I'm quite happy about it.
Still no beavers. Well, I'm right behind you guys.
Well, I don't think I ever went down here, so. Last, but not least. Well, let's see. Over here first.
I hope the next goblin family bakes a lot of sand pies in this.
Hell yeah.
Guess you guys moved on too.
Sand pies. I just saw a thing from, it was in the news. They were showing from like a kindergarten or something. The kids were outside playing. And one of the kids just grabbed that big handful of mud and put it on like, I guess a sand pie. I was like, here's chocolate. We got chocolate now. Nice muddy chocolate. Yeah, yummy. I hope they don't eat it. Can we go in here? I don't think so. That's fair. I think we've done everything there is to do. We're gonna leave.
It's too bad Tessa closed her cafe. That other place just doesn't quite hit the spot.
Yeah, not the same way, I guess. Yeah, I think we're done.
I should grab the rest of my stuff before I head out.
We did, right? See, now I'm scared that I didn't. I grabbed the pictures. That's all there is, right? Unless you want to actually, you know, bring your goddamn laptop. You're not gonna leave your laptop, are you? That's for the next owners. They get a free laptop with the house. It's on the house. It's in the house. Oh. All right, I think we're out of here. We're actually leaving the laptop though. Like,
I should have probably run these by his place. Or just drop them off at Bernie's.
who for Sam? All right. Well, he'll be by. No doubt.
Aw, dreamy sigh.
Dreamy sigh. Oh, it's already pictures of you guys. Well, it has been a half a year. This is that thing I was telling you about. See you there, D. Annual queer prom. Come as you are. D. See, I wonder if D and Allison, you know? Come on. No, maybe not. I don't know, like, age gaps or anything there. Allison might be into dudes. Is that Master Chief? Are we... How do I gather your stuff and lock the house? Gather your stuff. Gather your... Didn't I gather my stuff?
Huh.
Is
Well,
yeah, is there an option to...
dumped his ass.
Is there an option to take? What am I gathering? Oh boy. Sorry guys, I didn't know. Surely it's this stuff here, right? Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, I didn't see that. Alright. There we go. Alright, that makes more sense. I was wondering. It made no sense to just... Alright, then we're good, right? Because I was also thinking, I took the pictures and they're like up there in the right corner, and I was like, there's no way I'm only grabbing one thing. There must be more stuff for me to grab. I think this is it though. I think I saw everything. Maybe I could have missed something, but...
Well, this is goodbye for real,
Yeah.
I guess.
Tennis ball. And that's when the game shows me, oh, look at this thing you missed. And then in this room, you missed this
Hey, Aaron.
secret
It's Ty.
panel.
Tyler Ronan. I thought I'd catch you on your break between sessions, but I guess you're going long with another rebel with too many causes. I know I haven't reached out since I left Fireweight, but I just wanted to say, well, you were right about grief, about it going in circles. This morning, I was out on the porch staring at the fog, and my mother, she just tumbled right out of me. But it was okay. It actually felt good to remember. Anyway, give me a call back if you get a chance. I'll see you around. And thank you.
We fucking did it, eh? What a good game. What actually a good game. It's so weird because I heard they were working on another game that I believe is coming out at the start of next year. So I was like, yeah, they're fully working on that. They going all out on that game. And then suddenly, oh, by the way, there's this game. This little game right here. This little game about 2 little goblins. You know? So I was like, huh. Three chapters. Alright, maybe it's just some little cute game, you know, just a little kind of like Captain Awesome. What was it? Something like that. The little game that came out after Life is Strange and was slightly related to Life is Strange 2. It played into that. So I thought, this is just some little thing. Didn't expect too much of it. But that's when things will make the most impact on you, right? When you don't expect a whole lot, but then you get a whole lot. When you don't expect a nice, complex, good story, and you get it. I don't know, man. I get disappointed with a lot of endings where games build up so much and then they just give you a little smack on the butt at the end and that's it, right? And it's like, that's not what I wanted answers, and now my butt hurts. This game didn't do that. I like the ending here. Gladys. Yeah, I liked it. I don't think there's much I can say or much I have to add. It's pretty deep, but it's pretty straightforward, right? I don't feel like there's a lot of question marks as to what happened or anything needs to be explained. Admittedly, I didn't really catch the fact that I feel like I should have. The second Allison mentioned that their mom was gonna go end herself, right? She'd had enough. Her kids were gonna get taken away and stuff. She was just gonna shoot herself, I guess. I didn't catch that until she said it, and I was like, oh, right. I don't know, man. Everything else I feel like was fairly straightforward, though. We got most of the answers we were looking for. The game rounded it off at the end and got a pretty happy ending. A hopeful, happy ending. So yeah. Happily surprised by this game. It's not that I thought the story would be bad, but I didn't think it was gonna be to go as deep as it did, right? I figured it'd be sort of a simple story and you know, whatever. Yeah, but this was pretty good. Spanish. We don't really need to know all the different Portuguese and Spanish and German and, well, I mean, technically, none of us really give a flying fuck about this, do we? You can't help but feel like you gotta show support. You played a game on your YouTube channel and whatnot. You feel like you have to show support, showing all this stuff. But if you really think about it, you probably don't care. And, well, yeah, well. Is it moving? Is it moving downwards? This screen is making me dizzy. I feel like it's moving downwards. It's not, it's completely still with the mouse. Oh, what the fuck? I can't. Oh, I feel like it's going down. Moving downward. Ah, man. Few people forced the chest open. Wow, fucking losers. Allison was influenced by Tom's testimony. Most people did believe in Tom, but a lot didn't. I think ultimately they probably did believe it, but they hated Tom, and they were like, "Wait, it's Tom's memory. We don't want Tom's side of the story." Or they were thinking, "We don't want Allison to think she killed her mom for no reason, so we're gonna pick the other one." I don't know, maybe something like that. Or people just replayed and chose both the options because that particular thing is kind of the big ending decision, you know. The twins trusted their bond and kept their voices. There's a way to pick a bunch of things so they let go of their voices, huh? I'm glad they held on to it, and it looks like it's pretty tough to get the option where they don't. Well. Eddie remained in the dark about Allison's responsibility. I didn't confess. A lot of people confessed, surprisingly. And while I did get the feeling she wanted the truth to be out there. Oh, that would have been interesting if he knew. And then Tom was like, "Oh, duh, I'm gonna tell the people." And then Allison would be like, "Yeah, well, Eddie already knows. A lot of people already know the truth. Bitch." That didn't happen though. It didn't feel like the right moment for him to know. And I don't know if there ever will be a right moment for him to know. I think he might be better off this way. I don't know. Sam felt understood by Allison. happy you felt understood. And I listened to your story. But what does that have to do with your addiction? I remember at one point I could keep listening. Right? And whatever. Michael felt closer to Tyler. No shit, we kissed, yeah. A lot of people went for it. A lot of people didn't. Almost 69%. That would have been fun. Okay. If you or anyone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, yeah, well, call the numbers or whatever you need to. You're never alone, alright? We made it. We did it. One last look before we close the door. And we stop subscribing to the Microsoft Store, whatever thing, because that's costing me a fair amount of money. There are a lot of games on there I want to play, but I really, for now, I only kept it because I needed to be able to play this game. And it's cost me quite a bit now, and the only thing I've played with the subscription is this game. So it would have been cheaper for me just buying this game, but maybe I'll keep it and I'll actually try to play more games on there because there's a lot of good games on the yeah. I feel happy. The game left me feeling like if you get really sucked into a game, if you really get into it, endings will make you feel certain ways when a game ends, you know. That's my tummy. Alright. And well, this one leaves me feeling hopeful and feeling like it shines a bit of light inside of me, I guess. I don't know. This is weird. I'm weird. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched everything, you're this is why I do this. It's for you. It's for us. It's sharing these moments with people and man, tummy. I must be quite hungry. I am hungry. I need to go eat some food. But the fact that my stomach is like, wow. Ay. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Sorry if that was loud. That wasn't supposed to be that loud. Alright, okay, bye-bye. Poof, poof, beef, beef. Habada.